Welcome to the series set, part 2 of 3, for building up the Colonial Marine armor. In part 1, we trimmed, slotted, and painted the armor. Here, we'll assemble using rivets, webbing, and parachute buckles. We'll also look at the construction of the cod plate. Stay tuned for part 3, where I'll teach you how to attach the shoulder lamp and apply a newly designed set of waterslide decals. This is part 2 of 3. Tools needed for this tutorial segment include a rivet gun, hole punch, 3/16" rivets and washers, a drill and Dremel. You'll also need to pick up 1 and 2" webbing and 1 and 2" parachute buckles. Let's begin with harnessing the shins. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the webbing attachment and riveting, and we're going to start with the shins. We have a knee piece, calf piece, and a shin piece. When this is together, this represents the left shin. This is sloping down a little bit on this edge, so this is the left shin. So when you kick up, you don't want this to be the inside of your knee. You want this to be the inside. So this is left. So we're going to have 2 pieces and a knee. And on the knees, you want to have the flat edge of this down towards the ground, and the more beveled end is facing up towards your chest. Okay, so we're going to have a buckle attached to one end that's fixed, and then an adjustable buckle on the other end. So the end that's fixed is just going to be a short little piece, and let me show you how we cut the webbing. We just need a little piece for the fixed end. So I'm going to cut this. And one thing you're going to want to do is grab a lighter and seal up the end of this webbing. If you don't, it's not completely necessary, but if you do this, you're less likely to unravel at the ends of the webbing. So here's a 1" parachute buckle. This has got a, this is really interesting because it's got a curve to it. It's actually pretty perfect to use for this armor. I got this by accident online. Normally these are flat. You can use flat ones, but this is curved. So we're going to set this in place, and it's kind of nice because it curves to the to your body shape. So about right here, and you're going to use your hole punch to get a hole into that webbing. A rivet, and I'm making sure I'm going to put it through the hole in the knee. Put it through the hole that you just made in the webbing. Got a little washer that's going to go over the end of that rivet. And now you're going to go ahead and hold that washer down tight. Use the table for leverage and rivet. So now we have a nice buckle. It's never going to move from here. It's going to take a hell of a lot to get this to actually ever detach. Washer. And rivet. Now we can thread in the buckle. Forgot to use this end. And there you have it. To start us out, essentially you're going to do this for all the pieces of armor where everything attaches with webbing. It's just like this. And this is nice because it's all adjustable. So there's a knee and another knee. We need to drill holes at the top of each of these slots. of the things I want to show you is when you make a mistake with the rivet, say I've done this many times, where you've got, you're supposed to do a loop here, you know, this isn't the adjustable side, this is the fixed side, uh-oh, I've made a mistake, I've got a rivet here. It's really easy to get that rivet out of there. Just go ahead and grab your same drill. And that rivet pops right off. Then you can start all over again. The shoulder bells are assembled with a small loop of webbing that's looped around the slot of the flap, and then this assembly is riveted to the interior of the shoulder bell like this. Rivet, loop, and that's what it looks like inside. This is trim I found in England. It's door trim. It's got a flat edge, and then it insets, and there's a round tubular section. It's pretty close to what I see on film. Anyways, just cut a section of this stuff. And here's the drop. One episode of Simpsons was like in the first season. Okay, let's address the codpiece. If you get the armor set, I can send you a template, so you can go ahead and get a shortcut, and I'll scale the template for you, so you can use this guy to go ahead and make your codpiece. And if you're making it from scratch, you're going to do so with either real leather or this artificial pleather. This is just from Joann Fabrics. So just get a yard of this is more than enough. And cotton batting. You don't want to use polyester filler, you want to use cotton batting. And this is what's going to fill this. And if you can believe it, you're going to need about 15 layers of cotton batting sewn between two sheets of pleather in order to get the puffiness you need for the codpiece. This is a urethane rubber codpiece casting. Pre-tinted. Beautiful. I mean, it looks like it's stitched because it's molded on a very meticulously stitched codpiece. In the back, we've got a piece of canvas that's stretched across this and embedded with the same urethane material, so this is super strong. It's flexible, but it's stiff enough to hold its shape, and very simple to trim with cutters, just like this. Or a razor blade. Works just as fine. So here's your fully trimmed piece. I mean, I'm telling you, this, you can't tell this apart from a sewn leather piece. It just really looks like it's sewn. I mean, you can see tiny little wrinkles. You can see each and every stitch. We're going to drive rivets here, here, and here, and here. These can be glued down, but I'm going to use rivets. So now you have this mounted with a rivet, a washer, a little strengthening plate, and there you go. Just keep doing it for the other side and the codpiece. Finished codpiece with armor attachments and the buckles and webbing installed, ready to wear. This concludes Part 2. Click the link to view Part 3, where we'll be installing waterslide decals, bandoliers, and a fantastic removable shoulder lamp.